저희 사장님께 경례 Taekwondo. Welcome to class. Let's get into it. We'll start off with our warm-up, bouncing on the spot, just relaxing your arms and focusing now on relaxing your whole body. Just let the breath come in through the nose, slowly out through the mouth. Let's put one leg back. Our body's kind of half turned here. You see, we're not sideways. We're not straight ahead. We're kind of in this half turn position. Our feet are scissored a little bit. We've got about a shoulder width wide, about a shoulder width long. You let my front foot turn in a little. Let my back foot keep pointing straight. This will be just a position that I'll eventually be able to do some sparring from. Change. And when I change, I try to land in the same position. A shoulder width long, about a shoulder width wide. Front foot turned in slightly. Back foot pointing straight with the heel up. Obviously both my heels are up because as I'm bouncing, my heels aren't touching the floor. Change. Focus on your breathing. Change. Keep in mind, we're conditioning our legs a little bit. It's natural after a while to feel a little bit of, musculature strain. I don't want to say pain, but strain. Change. It's natural. We're going to allow that. It's natural to start getting the heart rate elevated a little bit. Change. We're going to allow that too. Change. Change. And deep breath in. And out. One more in. And out. Very good. Let's put your hands on your hips. Circle your head forward, side to side. Just rolling it here. Roll it down. Across to the other side. And then do the same thing the other direction. And now let's hold our head to the shoulder as if your ear is coming down and push down with the opposite hand. And hold it there. 1, 2, 3. Change. Push down with the opposite hand. Hold it there. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Chin to your chest. Hold. 1, 2, and 3. Very good. Big circles going forward. 1. Big circles. 2, 3, 4, 5. Backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bend the elbows. Just twist side to side. 1. Letting your foot pivot. 2. So we don't put strain on the knees. 3, 4, 5, 6. Circle the hips. 1, 2, 3. Change. 1, 2, and 3. Very good. Let's put your back straight. Put your legs straight. Bend at your waist as if you're kind of putting your stomach towards the floor. And let your hands hang down and hold there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Now, bend your knees. Put your knuckles on the floor, right beside your feet. Keeping your knuckles there, straighten your legs as much as you can without letting your knuckles leave the floor. And hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Excellent. Open your legs a little bit. Point your left foot towards the side. Keep your knee straight. Now remember guys, we've mentioned this before. As you're watching me, your left foot is pointing that direction of the room, right? We're mirror image, you see? So when I'm doing this, facing the same direction as you, yeah, that's my left foot now. But as we do these classes together, I'll tend to mirror you. So I'll say things like go to your left side, turn your body, keep your knee straight, bring your body down and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Bend your knee, push your hip, and hold it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Heel up, ball of your foot, same direction. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Excellent. Let's go the other way. Turn your foot, knee straight, turn your body, bring your body to your leg. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Bend your knee, push your hip, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, sorry, ball of foot. We only did 5 on the other side, right, guys? Sorry about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Excellent. Let's point the feet straight ahead. Open your legs a little bit. Bend your knees. Use your elbows to push your knees outward as you kind of sit your body down. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now slowly, just let the knees sort of alternate side to side, slowly side to side, and I'm going to turn my left foot up, straightening the knee, grab, and hold. 1. Now, if you're going to put your hands on the floor, that's fine. Put it in front of you. Let's just try not to sit behind you. Let's keep your weight towards your toes and forward here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, elbows on the knees. Push your knees outward as you kind of squat down and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knees straight, hands flat on the floor. Walk your feet back to your hands. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Excellent. Shake your legs out a little bit. Shake, shake, shake. All right. Now, we'll go into a little bit of dynamic stretching. We'll pick a height that's not too challenging. We've done this a few times. Let's pick a height that's just kind of you feel a stretch, but is not like a big stretch. It's not too challenging. We want to focus this one on our balance and the ability to lift our leg from a parallel position, okay? So let's take your left hand out. We'll start with your left leg and bring it to your hand. Okay, that was 1. Let's try, actually that was just watching. Let's try together. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, let's do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Let's go a little higher, okay? Just here, again, wherever I put my hand makes no difference. Just what we're trying to do here is to see a little bit of improvement. As we're doing it, we're trying not to bend the body. If you really have to bend the body, that's okay. Let's try to lift it at a height so we don't bend the body. And you might discover that when you're doing it, you're like, oh yeah, but I'm only doing my lead level. And you feel, don't worry, don't worry. Nobody's watching. We used to not even be able to like sit up on our own, and we didn't get insecure about that. So let's not get insecure about this, okay? We're learning this and we're gonna improve together, and whatever your height is now, it's gonna be better next time, and it's gonna get slowly better, and then one day you'll be flying, right? Let's not worry about where we're starting from, okay? Let's just worry that we actually have started. We'll go back to another higher height with 5. Pick a height that's challenging but doable. Ready? Go. 1, back to your left leg. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Now go to maximum. Do your best. Don't go overboard. Pick a height that's challenging, but that doesn't cause you to lose balance. And remember, we're lifting from shoulder width. We're not stepping back to launch the leg. We're just forcing these muscles to do the work. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Circle your hips. All right, good. Take a deep breath in and out. One more in and out. And Jumbi. Let's extend your right hand, center of your body, shoulder height. Bring your left hand to your hip with the palm facing upwards. We're going to practice our punching motion. Remember, when we make a fist, we bend the first set of knuckles as much as we possibly can. We bend the second set of knuckles, helping this knuckle go down if we need to with our finger even, and making sure we don't over tighten the small finger knuckle. Then we wrap the thumb across the front of the first 2 fingers, and again, help form where the thumb goes if needed, you could even assist with the other hand. Center of your body, put the other hand on your hip. And remember from this motion, we're going to punch and we're going to twist at the end. Punch with a twist at the end. Let's follow the count. We'll make a short, sharp breath at the point of impact. Ready? 1, good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. Bring the hands up here, eyes level, okay? Parallel to each other for now. And like the parallel part is not super rigid because this won't be a position that we're gonna use. We're actually preparing to be in our fighting stance, but for now, we'll just keep our arms, knuckles at shoulder height, roughly parallel to each other. And what I wanna practice now is a quick extension with a quick return to the same point, okay? We'll start with the right hand. As I count, I'm just gonna go quick punch. And then the other hand, 2. Okay, ready? Starting with the right hand, follow my count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Now, right leg out, sitting stance, open your legs. Bend your knees. Remember, we got 1.5 shoulder widths between our feet here. The kneecaps are bent, so the kneecaps are even with the ball of the feet. And the knees are pushed outward, not kind of inward here. So the outside of the knee is even with the inside of the foot. Let's keep the back straight. Punch, right hand, center of your body, shoulder height, the free hand on your hip. And remember this punch, we add a little bit of motion, right? We do a little dip, lift, punch on the way back down. Let's do it together. Ready? A little dip, lift, punch on the way back down. I remember last time we said dip, lift. We assigned some heights to it with numbers. Let's do that again. Let's call this height 0. 2 inches below 0 centimeters, whichever. 2 above 0, back to 0 on punch. 2 below, 2 above, back to 0, punch. Ready? Follow my count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Paro. Breathing. And out. One more. In. And out. Fantastic. Quickly remember, guys, this is only our 4th class. We just reviewed 3 methods of punching training, right? From parallel stance, from arms parallel in parallel stance, sitting stance with a waving motion. We call the motion sine wave. So that's already stuff that you've learned. And now we're at the stage where we're reviewing those exercises will be used for training, right? You can see if you're sitting in a sitting stance, punch, right? You get zoned in, your muscles are engaged, your leg muscles are engaged. We do it 10 times. But eventually for training purposes, you can do rounds of 100, 200, 500 punches, continuous, like 1, 2 with the body motion. And it just trains the body and gives your body, sort of the workout it needs to develop this as a skill. So just keep that in mind as we're going through our training programs. We are going to be at that phase where we're learning together, of course, and then of course practicing to develop the ability, and then we're going to train those abilities to make them effective. And if on the unlikely event that you ever had to defend yourself, you would have some options, but most likely it's just going to be to keep our bodies healthy and strong. Okay? Ready? Jumbi. Feet shoulder width, parallel to each other, hands and fists in front, 5 centimeters apart, 7 centimeters from your body. That's about 2 inches apart, or 3 inches from your body. Your back straight, elbows slightly bent. All right, from here, let's put the right leg straight back, bring the hands up, make a fighting stance. And we'll do a short, sharp yell, a kihap. Ready? 1, fight! Remember, the front hand is just below your eyes level with the elbow straight down, almost directly below the knuckles, right? We don't want to make it like this, but we definitely don't want this. We want to be covering the body, okay? We want the back elbow also downward towards the floor with your back hand just around your cheek height, maybe just below eyes level as well, right? Kind of in the front, if your head was a square, right? If there was a square, the opponent was right in front of you facing the flat side, this would be my hand is about the corner, okay? I want this kind of the corner of my square head, and I want this one right around kind of the front of my eyes level here. I'm looking between. I'm not looking to the outsides for now. I'm looking between my hands, okay? So remember what we're doing here, guys. All I'm doing with my legs is I'm taking a step forward, and you'll see my hand switch too, right? This hand being my lead hand. When I change positions with my feet, I've got to change my hands too. So while I step forward like that, I'm going to do a kicking motion, the front kick, okay? Remember the front kick, guys. Remember the front kick? The heel comes under the body as the knee goes towards your target, almost like you're kneeing inwards. The body is going to go forward like you're taking a step, right? This point. The point of impact will be with the ball of the foot. I'm pulling my toes back, and I'm going to be hitting with the ball of my foot here, okay? Let's try, okay? Let's go back to a ready stance. Junbi. Right leg back fighting stance and kihap. Excuse me. Left leg back fighting stance and kihap. 1, ai. Okay. Back foot moving forward. Front kick. 1. Line in front. And then we'll step back. 2. Good. 3. Good. Remember, as I'm counting, kick along with me. 4. Good. 5. We're trying to watch for little habits that develop, like a slow lift, right? Sometimes it's nice to do a whipping motion with a snap at the end. We're going to try to get this lift quick, okay? For number 6, ready? 6. Good. With a complete bend in the knee. 7. Right? 8. Good. 9. 10. Excellent. Change. Okay, now we'll do the same thing with the other leg. Few things to keep in mind, right? When I land, people say, well, how should I land? What foot position should I have? Well, remember, I like to be in this position, right? I train from this position. So when I punch and kick, this is how I start. So between punches and kicks, that's kind of how I want to land, because that's how I'm used to moving, right? It's going to be a balanced position for me. So when I do my first kick and I land, I'm prepared to do another one right away, okay? For now, we'll just do one at a time, okay? Ready? Follow my count. 1. Body weight moving forward. 2. Good. 3. Excellent. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Very good. Breathing. And out. One more. In. And out. Fantastic. Let's actually now take a new technique, or actually a technique that we're familiar with, and modify it a little bit. Now remember, Taekwondo is an established martial art, and the founder of Taekwondo, General Choi Hung-hee, recorded the movements during his lifetime. He created what we call the Encyclopedia of Taekwondo. And all the movements that we do can be found in the encyclopedia with applications. Now there's some interesting ones, like for example, this kick that we do for stretching, right? We actually call it the pick shake kick. This is a technique that can actually hammer downward. It's a technique that can be switched to kind of a crescent motion. It can go to the outside and inward. It can be used, there's different martial arts that will call this technique the hammer kick or the axe kick. We call it a pick-shaped kick. Like the pickaxe, the leg comes up and hammers downward. And in the beginning stages, people will say, well, that's really not something that anybody would really use. Well, that's not correct. There's people who develop a proficiency with their legs that they really will use this technique with as much effectiveness as throwing punches. However, at the early stages, we have to kind of get to that point to build up to it. And so the pick shake kick is a technique that we started practicing when we were doing our kicks like this. Now we'll do it like a rising kick with the body weight moving forward. And I mentioned a second ago about the applications in the encyclopedia. The way we're doing this technique is actually in the encyclopedia shown as a block, believe it or not. And now I just said a second ago, oh, these, even though you don't think they're gonna be effective, they can be. There are some things that, probably would not be used in this way. It's just to give people sort of like, we're trying to build up to really throw that pick shake kick hard, but we want to give an exercise to say, okay, well, here's, the way we do it for now, and it can be a block. Yeah, I guess it could be, right? It could be, but we're going to use it as an exercise to get ready to throw a pick shake kick as an attack, okay? So you saw what I was doing. the leg was coming straight up, right? So the leg's gonna come straight up and down. For now, I'm not gonna force it down. I'm just gonna let the leg move naturally downward. I'm gonna try to get my leg moving up. Again, I'm not gonna really force it up. I'm just gonna kind of let my leg, I'm gonna give a shot of energy, let the momentum carry my leg up to a height that doesn't damage me as my body weight moves forward so I can land in front. So if my technique ends up looking like this, that's fine, right? If I'm doing this, that's fine. That's what I wanna see. I wanna see the body weight moving forward, and I wanna see the leg moving straight up, okay? Ready, Jumbi. Feet shoulder width, hands and fist in front. 5 centimeters apart or 2 inches, 7 centimeters or 3 inches from your body. Put your left leg straight back, fighting stance, and kihap. 1, ai. Body weight moving forward, right? The leg's gonna come straight up and down as I land. Okay, following my count. Ready, 1, good. 2, 3. Now remember, a lot of times when people get into the rhythm of this, they'll just do it on the spot. It's okay, it's a stretch and it's still training, we're still developing muscle, but there's some bad habits. We wanna teach the body to move forward as we're doing these techniques. Most of these motions will be attacking type motions from stationary, so we wanna do an attacking type style, putting some weight into the movement, okay? 5, good. 6, good. 7, 8, and you'll start to see my hands are kind of a little sloppy here. Remember, we're training now the kicking motions, the leg motions. I want to be mindful of my hands, but I'm not. If you were in my class and I was watching you, I wouldn't be, oh, Johnny, your hands are just came below your eyes. Alisa, your elbow's out. No, we have this as a guidelines, but of course the hands will be moving while we're in motion to maintain our motion, and it's just something that we can check ourselves on occasionally. That's why I told you where they should be. So as you're training and listening to me talking, you notice, bring these guys back, okay? I lost my count again, but let's just say 8, okay? 8, good. 9, 10, excellent. Let's change sides. Okay, now the other leg, ready? 1, good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Breathing. And out. So keep in mind, guys, as you're watching me, you'll see some things that I changed during my training. My hands sometimes open, or things like that. Of course, as we do exercises and we do this training long term, there will be some things that become a little more relaxed, or even habits form. Now, I'll tell you things, and now this is, I'm careful when I say this, right? I'll tell you things about how to do it correctly. But if you spot me and you say, hey, he said this is correct, I just saw him, let's say some of the videos while I'm talking, you might suddenly see a thumb sticking out, right? My thumbs, famous thumbs. We wear a lot of gloves when we're training and sparring, so the thumbs are held in funny positions when we use gloves. So sometimes in training, when I don't have gloves on, my thumbs go into funny positions. So don't copy that, okay? I'm gonna be aware of it, and I don't even mind if you put little notes, if we have chances to say, oh, your thumb, I don't mind. Let's not drive each other crazy. I know it's there, but I don't mind that you saw it, because that's in detail for you to catch and get better than me. If you can fix that from day one, you're already ahead of me. You already got a habit that I have that you're not gonna have. If my hands kind of get, into this open position, again, a lot of times wearing gloves or reaching to grab, sometimes you start with your hands a little bit open, even though they look unformed. They're formed, but they're open. And we talk a lot about making fists when we're in a position to defend ourselves. So just keep that in mind. Listen to what I'm saying, okay? We have an expression. We say, don't follow me, follow what I'm following, right? I'm trying to follow perfection. I'm trying to follow the perfect standards for Taekwondo, and I'm sharing that with you. Follow that. So if you suddenly see me doing it a little bit different, you say, oh, well, you're following it, I'm following it, but you're following it maybe a little bit different because I've made a mistake, for an example, right? All right, let's continue our training. Ready? Parallel ready stance, Jumbi. We talked a little bit about walking stance. Let's take another moment to review our walking stance. Remember walking stance, we'll start by stepping the right leg, Let's go your left leg, straight back. We're gonna maintain a shoulder width wide here, okay? I'm gonna go straight behind me, 1.5 shoulder widths long, maintaining a shoulder width wide. I'll keep my front foot pointing straight. Bend my bend my knee so the kneecap is even with the back of my heel. My back foot will be pointing outside 25 degrees, keeping my leg perfectly straight, shoulder width wide, 1.5 shoulder widths long. The balance is 50-50, okay? So this is my walking stance. Ready? Junbi. Let's do the same thing now, but stepping forward. We'll step our right leg forward into a walking stance, and as we do it, we'll do a punch. So remember, we're gonna prepare. As we start to move, the left hand will extend. The right hand will come back to the hip, because remember, we punch from this position, right? We punch from this position, if I'm punching with this hand. So when I'm here, and I wanna step and punch with this hand, I can't just go like this, right? Because it's not a punch now. How do I start to punch? I do this. So while I go into motion, and I punch, okay? Let's try together, step by step. Junbi, extend your left hand. Bring your right hand to your hip, okay? As you lift your right foot. Step forward and punch as you land. Very good. Junbi, let's try it again. Other side. Step, extend your right hand. Bring your left hand to your hip. Lift your left foot, step forward and punch. 1. Excellent. Junbi, let's do it again. Left hand out, right hand to your hip. Step forward, right foot, punch. 1. Fantastic. Junbi, extend your right hand, left hand to your hip. Step your left foot forward and punch. 2. Fantastic. Junbi. Left hand extended, right hand to your hip, right foot forward. 3. Junbi. Good. Right hand extended, left hand to your hip, left foot's gonna step. 4. Good. Junbi. Right hand's extended, left hand's extended, right hand to your hip, step. 5. Junbi. Very good. Right hand extended, left hand to your hip, left foot step. 6. Junbi. This time, the last 4, I'll say extend and punch. I say extend, punch, we go into motion. Ready? 7, extend, punch. Junbi. I won't count anymore. I'll just say extend and then punch, okay? Extend, punch. Junbi. Good. Extend, punch. Junbi. Excellent. Extend, punch. Junbi. Last one. Extend, punch. Paro. Breathing. And out. One more. In. And out. Well done. You've just completed your 4th class, and now you're going to be invited to our live trainings. This is where we get together as a group. We have turned the video on. We sometimes bring other people up on camera. We have a training class and we interact. And it's a lot of fun. It's a great way to kind of get to interact and get to know each other a little bit better, since we're going to be spending so much time together training and learning from each other. So do watch your emails. And when you get the invitation, if it fits into your schedule, please do your best to be there, because it really is fun to have as many people there as possible. Don't forget to check your emails consistently though, because as your training goes on, we will send you emails with some tips, with short video clips, and maybe introduce some of our other fantastic instructors in those same videos. Guys, for today, thank you for your time. We'll see you next class. Chari, Sayonke, Kyungnae, Taekwondo.